Skip
So we can't swim, we're gonna walk.
I still hate you.
Pak Ma Tsui is on the end of a peninsula south of Sai Kung Town, where the famous Trail Beach and the yacht club is. We did a coastal walk and swim on the east side towards Lo Fu Ngam, and it turned out to be a long day of adventure on the rocky shores and in the sea. Hello, welcome back to Life Travel E. Today we are going to this exciting new place called Lo Fu Ngam, which is nowhere near Lo Fu Town or any other live related stuff. It is in Sai Kung and it's supposed to be really nice. But we're waiting for Chris. This is a public announcement that he's late. We started the hike by Sai Kung Fire Station. It's a short walk from Sai Kung Town Center along the road to Kowloon. You could also get off at Bolo Chair bus station, which saves you around 15 minutes. From the fire station, go down the road and until you reach a split where you can see the sea and go right until you see the trail start. Okay, so we are gone past some really cool residential buildings and now we're on the trail. So this is a split. So we could have come here from the Lions Nature Educational Trail. So it's a really nice park, very popular for wedding photography. So if you do go that way, it will be really cool. But either way is the same, I think, right?
Yeah, it's very similar. It depends where you get off.
Chris managed to catch up with us and we started to make our way down to Pak Ma Tsui, which means the White Horse Mouth at the end of the peninsula. So that's the big group. So yeah, we've been going up and down and up and down. So more steps than I thought. And now, it's not really that, it's concrete. It might be a straightforward trail down, but it definitely still takes some time. Just stick to the wider central path and you're good. So you can go right and up to go to the famous Trail Beach, but we're still figuring out where to go. Then we found another branch. So minutes later, we arrive at the other junction, so we're going winging. This is the last stretch, which is still on concrete before becoming dirt trail with one last split. Okay, so at the junction just now, if you go left, you go directly to the Lo Fu beach, but we are going to go to the very end of this peninsula and circle back. We went through a forest before starting to see the high jump peak from afar, the coastline, and then the end is in sight. So we finally made it. It took us just a little over an hour, so that's when we exited. This is the coastline. Pretty cool. Except for that big group of people, which really scares me. To get from Pak Ma Tsui to Lo Fu Ngam, we go left facing the ocean and started the coastal walk, which has a lot of ups and downs. And then we see a beautiful island parallel to the coast. So sadly, this one is a dead end, but maybe we can go higher up and go above it. Climbing along the coast is difficult and involves a lot of trial and error, so it takes longer than just walking. Here, we went up, then down to get across. So Chris has found a way for us to go past, but it's a bit dicey in it. But we made it, and after some quick photos, we carried on to get to a stretch where we can go into the sea, and it's almost like we're bouldering. We have made it to this beautiful little piece of paradise. Got some photos. Now we're wondering how to get down, and I don't know what Chris is doing. Except the water was warmer than expected, but it wasn't a bad place to fly a drone or just to chill. So we stayed here for a quick lunch. The strike is some little fishies and cute stuff, but water's not very clear sadly, and it's actually pretty hot as well in the water.
I guess it's because it's quite shallow.
Yeah. Hey, well.
Next one!
Then we carried on. Along the coastline, so definitely be more careful because we might need to go down to the water as well. It is definitely a lot of trial and error because we're going up, finding dead ends, then go up again. Sometimes we just have to cross the water because there's no other way. So we had to struggle across this little channel. Wing is getting there. You got this. There we go. Phew. From there, we had a little bit of an easier time, but then we saw a bay and a cave in front of us. So we totally thought that was going to be the most difficult part, and now we're here. Bay, cave. We managed to go around the back and out on the beach, then we had to climb out. Ooh, we made it!
Would have been easier if someone would okay with them, but not there.
Bye! So Wing is still kind of mad at me, but we still managed to climb out and see the beautiful cave in front. So it would have been better if I had a waterproof bag so we can swim. But we see a beautiful bay here, and the view would be completely different if we're not looking at it from the top up, okay? Okay. We then climbed down to the cave, and it was such a beautiful place with clear water, but getting out is the hard part. I'm here. Alright, she did it. So we quickly went down here. So thanks to Chris' help, so we could actually get up because it was super hot. Right applause. Woo! So now we just have to go above this arch and carry on. Hopefully this is the last hard part. It was definitely scary, and I do not recommend this at all. That said, it is doable, and we made it to the other side. Okay, so what we just did was difficulty level 100. So me and Wayne got down around there. Chris climbed over here, dropped my bag so it's nice and dry, and then hopped down. So now we should be safe until the end. Fingers crossed. The coastline on the side is very rocky and reminds me of Seychelles, and the rocky beach is gorgeous. We have finally found this little piece of paradise. It's so pretty, right? Yeah, we're just eating a little. First I'm drawing, but wow, beautiful. Just look at this place. People also kayak here too. Alright, so we took a break, ate some more food, had a swim, now ready to go. So this is how we're gonna go, like these people. We thought the hardest part is over and that we're nearly there, but that is apparently not the case. We've now changed back into good shoes, and we actually only halfway to Lo Fu Ngam, which is kind of shocking, but it's true. So we're gonna try to see if we can just swoop back onto like the mountain trail, but let's see how that goes. Okay, we've got cove, cave, headland. And when we reach this point, we know this is not gonna happen. Okay, it seems that we have really reached the end of the coast steering because there's a Shazam, the Highness. Now Wing is mad at me. I'm sorry, I didn't bring my waterproof bag. Chris is nice, right, Chris? So we're gonna go up here. We spent half an hour trying to make our way out, but it definitely was futile. So mountain route was a no-go. It was actually really freaking scary. So we're out now. Wing's gonna go down and Chris is going to be across because my back can't get wet. In the end, however, I decided to go down to the ocean as well because it was impossible to cross. Hello from the ocean. So my back is actually floating pretty well, which is nice, and I bought a floaty. Here it is. 정가도마 볼래. 내가 어떻게 가져 볼래. So we didn't go back up at the headland. So we're still swimming our way to Lo Fu. Woo! Wiggy's pulling me along because she's fin. We didn't end up going ashore because it didn't look like the place is safe to climb up, and there were a lot of little coves as well. Getting there. Wayne's starting to push me, but it didn't really work. Lock it all. And we finally got to Lo Fu Ngam. We made it back to the beach. Wayne is chilling already. So this is Lo Fu Ngam beach, which is very rocky, a lot of oyster shells on the beach. I can see why no one comes here, but it's actually really pretty anyway. So it's already 5:30, just gonna chill, dry my back a little bit because it's not waterproof and wet, and then head on out. And unfortunately, the fan has my dress wet, so I'm currently just in sarong and shoes because I didn't bring flip-flops. And now we're gonna go out. The trail out is on the north side of the beach, and we found a little sky mirror. So the exit should be around here. We actually went over, but we came back to try and find it. And in the meanwhile, we found this pretty little place. Your turn. After referencing photos online, we found the trailhead. Then it took us about another hour to get out, and there is a little hiccup. Okay, because we didn't take the stairs, we actually didn't end up where we started. We're in a village, but we just brought one bus stop up from where we entered, so that's fine. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this epic adventure. It took us, I think, 6 hours. So if you end up swimming most of the way, I feel like you'll be a lot faster. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. So we have carried on up and down past some big groups. Oh my god. 佢成件咗，我諗住錄埋佢。喺後邊啊。